Hey, what's up, guys? So today I just want to talk about why you shouldn't be trying to seek external validation for whatever you're doing. If it's just you're trying to get better at your craft, you're trying to get better at your skill, or you're trying to get better or build a bigger business, try not to seek so much external validation. Sometimes you might be relying on the comments, friends, family, everyone telling you what to do with your business and how to structure it. You shouldn't really be relying on that because when you do, it's going to influence your own decisions, right? You're going to be trying to, let's say, for example, you're building a business, right? And you want to build, let's say, computers. And you're building these computers, and you have all these other people in your ear telling you, "Hey, this is the new software. This is the new graphics cards. These are the new RAMs, um, processors, all these different things. Try this in your computer. Try that one. Try this. Put this one in." That was never your plan. Your plan was to build a computer with a new operating system and be the next Apple, not to replicate Microsoft and this one and that one. You wanted to build your own thing. But now when you're listening to these people telling you what to do, and the market is favoring towards these processors this year and that you're gonna make so much money, now you're kind of like following that trend. Now you're kind of into the whole, okay, maybe I can do this because it's gonna make me more money. That was never your plan. Your plan wasn't to build computers and build your business to make a lot of money. Your plan was to build a computer in that business to be the next software company, the next, whatever it is, the bigger than Microsoft. So you kind of have to understand how, you know, to run your own business and to listen to your own voice. You can't be relying on the external noise, the external critics. There's no point, because then you're not going to be true to yourself and true to what your business believes in. You're not going to have that vision, what you subscribe to in the beginning with your business. You know, you really have to kind of think from perspective of, let's say, for example, back in the day, right, when you had Serena Williams playing tennis, or matter of fact, let's say Tiger Woods, he was playing golf. His father raised him to be one of the best golf players ever, right? He's practicing 15 hours a day, 20 hours a day, nonstop practicing, shooting the golf ball hour after hour after hour, 15 hours a day, 16 hours a day, whatever it was, right? He may have overworked Tiger Woods because he was still young, right? He was 5 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. A lot of people externally said, hey, you're overworking your kid. You shouldn't be having him out in the golf parks shooting these tennis balls till, you know, sun up to sundown. That's excessive. But Tiger Woods' father had a whole plan. He said, okay, you know what? I'm going to take my son, and he's going to be the biggest golf player in the world, right? He's going to be the biggest to ever do it. And that's what happened. He didn't listen to the critics. He said that he wants his son to be the biggest golf player in the world, and that's exactly what happened. He became the biggest golf player in the world, and nobody stopped him. He didn't listen to the critics. He didn't listen to the external influences, and that's what you have to do in your own business, in your own life, and in what you want to do. Even when it comes to saving money and you're investing, everyone's going to tell you, hey, man, you know, you're saving all your money. You're barely going out. It's been, months and months and months. Where have you been? You're saving your money, yada yada yada. You should go out, you should enjoy your life, you should do this, you should do that. Everyone has different opinions. Even YouTubers, even like me. I'm giving advice to people, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to the advice. Take take what you can from it. Don't live based off someone, what else other people are telling you how to live. Take what you can from it and implement it into your own life, what you can. But you should not always listen to the external influences when you're focused on your business and your success, because that's going to derail you. So now, instead of you investing, now you're spending that money lavishly. You're spending it all out. And next thing you know, 2 3 years down the line, that money that you were saving and investing could now be at 100,000, 200,000. Instead, you're looking at your account now and it's at like 10,000, 5,000, because you blew all that money away. And yeah, okay, great, you have memories, but you're thinking like, if I had that 200,000 now, if I just had that, maybe I could put it into a business idea. Maybe I can even put it into this stock, or maybe I can even put it and do this with it. Maybe I could have bought a house with that. Maybe I could have did this with that. All I had to do was just sacrifice, and save my money and invest for 2 3 years. But instead, I was listening to everyone else and I was spending it on vacations, trips, resorts, here and there, and now I have, you know, little to nothing and I regret it. You know, that's sometimes what's going to happen when you're listening to those external influences. So try and hear what they're saying, implement what you can in your own life if it makes sense, and, you know, listen to reputable sources, but don't just listen to everyone, and don't just be blindly listening to external influences, because it's going to distract you from your own goals. And have a plan. You know, have a plan, stick to it, tunnel vision. If you guys like the video, subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys next time.